The war in the Middle East is rapidly moving out of control, and the latest developments show just how dangerous the situation has become. Qatar's Emir has reportedly made an urgent contact with Donald Trump, warning that the conflict has reached a level where the entire region could soon be engulfed in chaos. According to regional reports, the Emir urged that the fighting must stop immediately before it pushes the world toward an economic and security disaster that no country will be able to control. The message coming from Qatar reflects growing fear across the Gulf states. Leaders in the region are increasingly worried that the confrontation between Iran, Israel, and the United States is no longer limited to isolated military exchanges. Instead, it is beginning to impact the entire economic and strategic balance of the Middle East. Massive attacks on Iranian oil facilities overnight have already caused severe damage, and the retaliation that followed has raised serious alarms across neighboring countries. Iran has reportedly responded by targeting critical infrastructure and warning that any further escalation could bring the entire Gulf into direct confrontation. One of the most alarming developments is the disruption around the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most important energy corridors in the world. If shipping through this route is seriously affected, global oil markets could face a historic shock. Oil prices have already surged dramatically, rising from around $65 per barrel before the conflict to nearly $95, and analysts warn that if the war continues, prices could climb toward $150 or even $200 per barrel. Such a spike would trigger a worldwide economic crisis. Gulf countries depend heavily on continuous oil exports, but the conflict is creating a logistical nightmare. Storage capacity for crude oil is limited. Qatar can only store around 20 days of production, Kuwait around 2 weeks, and Iraq even less. If exports remain blocked or slowed, production may have to be halted, causing further shock to global markets and regional economies. At the same time, the military situation continues to intensify. Reports suggest that advanced missile and drone attacks are striking highly expensive defense systems across the region. In several cases, relatively cheap drones have destroyed billion-dollar surveillance and missile defense equipment, exposing serious vulnerabilities. This has forced Gulf states to spend enormous amounts on intercepting incoming threats, while defense manufacturers in the United States continue supplying advanced missile systems. Inside the strategic calculations of Washington, new military options are reportedly being discussed. There are growing reports that special operations forces could be deployed for highly sensitive missions aimed at securing nuclear-related facilities or strategic sites. Such a move would dramatically escalate the conflict and